I'm in the hot seat today and I'm reading a comment that says, I don't believe that at all. It's more like the Pharisees' view. But on the cross, when Jesus had the other guy crucified next to him, then he said, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Jesus answered him, I tell you the truth, today you will be with me in paradise. So to answer the question about Jesus telling that thief on the cross, I'm telling you today you'll be with me in paradise, we have to remember that when we read the Bible today, we're reading an English translation of a lot of books that were written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. And those languages did not have punctuation, so there's no period, no commas, none of those. The English translators put those where they felt that it fit. So when you read Luke 23, 42 through 43, it says, Then he said to Jesus, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus said to him, Assuredly, I say to you today, you will be with me in paradise. See, he's making a promise that very day. He's telling this thief, I'm promising you today, you will be with me. In the future, you'll be with me in paradise. If you think that's a stretch, when Jesus rose from the dead and Mary came to see him at the tomb 3 days after his death, she went to go hug him and he said, Do not cling to me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. Now, if Jesus told the thief on the cross, you'll be with me today in paradise, but now he's telling her 3 days later that I haven't even gone to heaven yet, how could that be true? We know that Jesus is not a liar. Some people will say that paradise is something different than heaven. But again, we have to go to the scriptures. I've heard people say that paradise is Abraham's bosom, but I've never seen that in the scriptures. When I type paradise in the Bible, it shows up 3 times, and these are the scriptures. In 2 Corinthians 12:4, it says, How that he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words which it is not lawful for man to utter. Now, Paul was being caught up to paradise. The belief that paradise is actually Abraham's bosom and it's across a great gulf from Hades, they believe that this is down in the core of the earth, so how would Paul be being caught up to paradise? But even further, Revelation 2:7 says, He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God. So now we know that wherever paradise is, the tree of life is there. So let's find out where the tree of life is in the Bible. Revelation 22:1-2 says, And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God. So wherever this description is, God's throne is there. And of the Lamb. In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits. So we know that the paradise of God is the same place where that tree of life is. And that tree of life is in the same place that the throne of God is. It isn't in some other heaven that people are waiting until they get to finally go to the final heaven. No, the great news is if you accept Jesus Christ, then we have the promise of everlasting life. If you don't receive that promise, you're not going to have everlasting life. But when does that everlasting life come? At the second coming, when Christ comes and blows that trumpet, and we get to raise from the dead and meet him together. We're all going to get to experience going to heaven at the same time. It's going to be one big party. All your friends and family are going to get to go to this one glorious event in one moment. We're not going to be trickling in over thousands of years, and I can't wait.
If you would like to delve even deeper into this topic, visit healthtruth.com, and there's truthaboutdeath.com, or even ghosttruth.com. Or you can sign up for free Bible studies at littlelightstudios.tv/Bible school.